Hello, welcome back to Bustthinned. Dwarf Fortress Let's Play from Mike on Nearly Enough Dice. Visit us at nearlyenoughdice.com. Alright, where are we at? We're cutting gems, hopefully to stop... not there. Oh, where's he gone? Okay. There's a guy with a strange mood around here somewhere. There we go. Who I can only assume, which way they're going? They're going up. We're going up to grab something, but I don't know what. I'd set up a very quick gem factory for precisely this reason, because this individual was saying, I need cut gems. But that's definitely not what they're going for, because they're above that level already. So maybe they're going to have to get some wood. I mean, I was fairly convinced that they had got everything they needed except gems. So they were getting a lot of wood from upstairs in their strange mood. So maybe they were just going to get more wood. Maybe that's what they're doing now. I might have to have another look at what they want. Still going up, still going up. Oh no, yeah, more wood. Alright. Well, you get that. Now I need to have a think about what I'm going to do up here, like, because I just had fun with goblins. And by fun I mean I lost 3 of my military. Which is not good. I didn't really have that many to play with, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, so what precisely I should do about that, I'm not sure. And the thing is, I could theoretically have just sat down there and sat, I closed that off, and the goblins were just wandering about, not really doing anything. So, I could have just sat down there. I mean, I had access to wood down in the caverns, so I could have, And in fact, wood was pretty much the only thing I needed to worry about. I'd lost my animals, so I didn't have a meat industry anymore. Not that I have a massive meat industry as it is, but I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't have been able to do any meat processing. That's pretty much the only actual problem that I had. Living underground. I have various problems with my fortresses, but I seem to be able to relatively easily, assuming there's soil relatively, deep down, I can make a fortress that doesn't really need to see the light of day ever, relatively easily. I'm just going to quickly see what this is. That's a Kia. I don't know if these dogs... No, they're both... Oh, okay. I thought my war dogs had gotten killed. Apparently not. Let's unpause. So yeah, at the moment there's a lot of gathering of things from... Oh, turkey eggs. Sweet. Okay. Guess nest boxes work then. So at the moment there's a lot of hauling of the various bits and pieces that have arisen from the fights with the goblins. making pig iron bars. Okay. So, yeah, there's a lot of hauling going on at the minute. Just to kind of move all those bits and pieces in. My graveyard is coming along nicely. I've sadly had to add a few people, given that so many of my military got killed. I'm going to have to start laying slabs at some point. That's interesting. I can't tell. Yeah, you have to actually kind of check to see whether or not you have to check the queue menu to see if anyone's actually been assigned to a coffin. Make sure they're all. There we go. Yeah, the goblin campaign was kind of bad. To be perfectly honest, I actually thought my squads were not that bad. You know, some of them had adamantine. You know, my melee squad had adamantine armor, which I thought was good. I thought that was enough, but apparently not. Yeah, so that went a bit wrong. So my melee, yeah, so I've kind of lost some melee. Yes, but in fact it's the melee ones who got killed. One of whom did in fact have an adamantine chain shirt, which I thought was, you know, the right amount. Trying to work out how to get this. Can I set a whole squad to be... Oh, shift enter use the squad. Shift enter use the squad. I mean, I do have various bits of metal armor. Mostly, well, now I've got quite a few from goblins. But I made some adamantine mail shirts, and I could make some adamantine breastplates, I guess. Possibly make full adamantine gear. Where is my thing? There we go. Yeah. Toga armor. That's weird. Body weight, leg weight, foot weight. I'm trying to work out what am I going to need precisely. What would make a good set? What do I need is the thing. Yeah. So, the upper body, breastplate. Yeah, it needs 3. Well, I should have gone for breastplates, but that means it needs 9 wafers per breastplate, and I don't really. That's quite a lot. But it's quite a lot of armor, it must be said. It's worth 3. So, helm, gauntlets. Yeah. There's a lot of things to think about. Okay, let's make. I know for a fact I can make adamantine breastplates. So we'll do that. Can make gauntlets as well. So we'll go with helm and helm. But that's going to be quite a chunk of the adamantine. That's, I mean, I only have so much. And I can't really go for any more because it's either surrounded by lava or leads straight to the underworld, which is probably not a good thing. And I'm probably very lucky that I got as much as I did. And so that's, I mean, this here is probably a hole to the another hole to the underworld, although interestingly, I would have thought I would know if there's a hole to the underworld. Well, you see, right. This is a silly thing to do. I think I can always chuck a floor on top of it. He said casually. Yeah, I mean, I should be able to chuck a floor on it if it goes wrong, because that's what I've done here, and I haven't had demons come to eat my face, so I kind of feel reasonably okay about that. So I don't think I'm going to get murdered if I do channel that out. Make sure not pause, because sitting here being on pause would not be very useful to anybody. Because in theory, you see, I mean, these four blanks here, right? They are either adamantite or adamantine, or they're a hole to, you know, the directly to the netherworld. And if they're not a hole directly to the netherworld, I might be able to grab a few bits of adamantine here and there. Maybe. I must admit, what I'm still, and this is such a stupid idea. I am still so tempted to channel from here to here and just pour all the lava down into the. I mean, my frame rate would die because there would be all that liquid kind of moving. But my lord, it would be funny. And I probably wouldn't even achieve anything, you know. And I've demonstrated that I do not know how to turn off. Actually, no. What I would do is, because I've got the option. I've got space here. I could chuck a floodgate in there, and then chuck that onto a lever before doing the final channel. Zuntir's still very upset. Let's see how bad Zuntir is. Cancels drink, too depressed. That's kind of sad. Nothing. To 80.2. I think that is still. I think Zuntir is still getting better. It's just getting better very slowly. Oh, that's a thing I was going to do. That's a thing. Way up here, what are we doing? Yeah, I was going to make that into Zuntir's quarters. Yeah, that's a thing I was going to do. What are you up to? Individual combat roll. What are you up to? Individual combat roll. Yeah. Fortunately, all my I've still got all this happening. Although it's nearly finished, actually. My more or less useless exploratory mining. You know, I suppose I've got. I mean, first off, I've got lots of Gabbro, and I'm going to want Gabbro for being magma safe, for making magma safe things. Oh, sweet. What are you making? You've got birch logs, willow logs, cloth, diorite, logs, stray bullbone, schist blocks, native gold, gizzard stones. I'm certain that they needed. I'm certain that they said at some point that they needed cut gems. But maybe the gizzard stones count. I don't know. But that's good. That's good that that's worked out. So that's the breastplate stuff getting the breastplate stuff together there. 9 wafers is a lot. What I could possibly check, because I'm not seeing the full map down here, so it might be worth, like digging down here and then popping a channel down there and seeing if there's any more adamantite on the map that I can get to. Because having a squad fully kitted out in armor would be quite neat. In adamantine armor. I mean, I've made like adamantine short swords and stuff, and I'm beginning to slightly regret doing that. Because that may well have been better off doing other things with that, making armor with it instead of making weapons. But I mean, the thing is that I also don't have much in the way of iron. And if there's iron on this map, I haven't found it. I've been so spoiled. Literally the last 2 maps I've had before this one had surface iron. It had iron right from the word go, which is really awesome. But this map does not, either it doesn't have it or I just haven't found it. So I probably want to do another exploratory mining level somewhere else, and work that out. Sorry, I was just waiting. Somebody, this is now flashing yellow, so somebody's been assigned to it, possibly this individual. So I want to make sure if that gets mined out, I need to very quickly. If it's a bad thing. Now, that was a horrible mistake. Yes. Shite. This is the thing I should have done. Oh God. I'm an idiot. I'm a moron. Lord. There we go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the last ever episode of... Oh God! What am I like? I'm such an idiot! No. We're all gonna die. Why didn't I not have the military down here right away? And they're gonna, apart from anything else, it's gonna destroy everything. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I think that was a smart thing to do? Oh well, not a lot I can do about that. Yeah, I'm a twit. You see, I got too smug. I got far too smug. My first one, I managed, nothing poured through, and so I just kind of assumed everything was just brilliant. That's now not happened. Obviously, the demons down this end are much more grumpy than the demons up this end, so they're going to murder us all. If I end up somehow not being murdered to death, unlikely though that may be, oh man, why did I do that? Oh, such an idiot. Why did I think that was a good thing to do? I think that's the one. I mean, there's not a lot I can do other than desperately hope my military gets there and doesn't just get murdered. What I can do, because I have got, where is it, military alerts. My inside burrow is actually quite high up. So, yeah, I mean, you know, there's nothing I can do to stop them if they just want to go around murdering everybody. The downside is that I now can't seal that entryway. Oh! Wow. Why did I think that was a good idea? And so I can't imagine my military is actually going to do any good whatsoever. So, and I'm not going to be able to reclaim this because there's demons. Why did I think that was a good idea? Well, the reason why I thought it was a good idea is because I got away with it before. I had a great big huge gaping hole with no monsters in it. And it was all fine. You know, nothing bad happened. I was able to slap a floor on it and everything went fine. And therefore I got overconfident. I thought I could just slap a, you know, channel it down and have a look. And quite clearly that was an idiotic thing to do. So I'm going to get a million, you know, cancellations because my dwarfs, how many? 600 dwarfs. They're not all dead. Right. Where are you guys? Now the problem is, she's trying to pick up equipment. Let's have a look at you. What are you? A towering crow composed of snow. Its long spiral horn and squirms and fidgets. It is average in size. It's not wounded at all. Well, it's quite nicely just letting this dwarf shoot at it, which is most sporting of it. But it's not getting damaged in any way whatsoever. I do believe this is the fall of Bustthinned. I can't really see us surviving this one. Right, okay, so I need to get up to... Where do I need to block off? I mean, pretty much all we can do is abandon the lower is, but I can... So I can't do it there because there's... No, maybe I can. I'm just going to have to hope they go for the right diorite. And turn off... This is a bit of... This is going to be a bit of a risk. Turn off the alert. What else? Build doors. I can't build where I want them to be because I can't put it there. Well, the reason I'm doing that is I'm hoping because I suspend that and I suspend that, and they're less like build construct wall. And then I cancel the alert. This may not be a good idea. Do you know? I'm not. No, that's. So that, I mean, really, that's too close. It's too close to right, let's check the job list. So if anyone wants to sleep, they can sleep. I don't mind that. We will just suspend. Oh, I can't suspend. Place items in tombs. These are all inactive. No, we will just die. We are just going to die. Because they were going to. Well, the way to do it. Let's center on burrow. Right. The way to do it, if I'm going to do it at all, is to expand inside. Yeah, the way to do it is going to be to expand inside, just down to that wall and no further. And because of my slightly daft way of making a ridiculous spiral staircase, that's going to be slightly painful. Why did I do that? Why did I think that was not an idiotic idea? I think I go down another level, at least a full turn from here. So this is going to be a bit painful. Basically, I've cut off the lower caverns, which means I've cut off most of my metal industry, most of my surviving armor and weapons. Pretty much my entire lower fortress. Why didn't I put traps down? Why didn't I? Oh, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Why do I do stupid things like that? As I said, actually, it's because it seemed like a good idea at the time. It seemed like a good idea at the time because I'd gotten away with it before, and the lure of more adamantine was just too much. This is how you get Balrogs. This is why Moria fell. Right, I think we're getting close now. Now, the only real hope I've got is that the demons will essentially. There's nothing to kill around here. I don't remember where I delete. Now, I'm actually going to deliberately go for logs, schist blocks. I'm going to go for stuff that I know is actually far away, right? Because that way I know that the oh, this is not going to work, is it? The problem the problem if I select items that are in order to build that wall there, if I select items that are not in fact within reach of I'm just wondering what the sign. There's a little dot there. I'm not quite sure what it is. Anyway, if I choose materials that aren't in fact in reach from inside, then they won't be able to make that wall. In fact, they might not do it at all. How many people are still alive? 66. Somewhat more than I expected, to be perfectly honest. Just wondering what can I do to make them do this. Oh, do I have any masons left? That might be a thing. Read dwarves. Masonari. I've got some masons. Making doors. Constructing building. On break? Pfft. Construct building 68. Okay, looks like they're on it. Just make sure these ones are suspended. Now, so these jobs are to stop my dwarves from trying to build a wall on this side. I want them to build them here and nowhere else. Yeah, everything has gone wrong. So I'm going to be very, very cautious. slightly more cautious, to be fair, than placing everything here would seem to be, because that's stupid. Yeah. Why did I think that was a good idea? I'm trying to work out where the demons have gone. Oh, they're all having fun in the bedrooms. Right. Oh yes, because they're going to take a while to get down there because they've got great big heavy rocks to haul about. Oh my lord, I am a stupid, stupid person. Why am I so stupid? Not sure I want an answer to that question. Now, if I could somehow guarantee being able to find, should do something with those troglodytes actually. If I could somehow, guarantee, oh, that's going to take forever. Getting iron and stuff, I can, the idea making a reasonable military is a possibility. What else could I do? I could just flood. I've got quite a lot of water available to me. I could just flood those caverns. That might be amusing. I just flood the lower levels entirely. But I don't know if that would stop demons. To be perfectly honest. So stupid. The other possibility is I just resume making. I go up, back upstairs, resume my meat industry, and sell bone crafts to caravans, and buy iron bars and buy steel bars, and cut down wood and use charcoal and make steel until I get a fully armored up elite, military. But even then, I don't know if I can, if I've got what it takes to fight demons. I unleashed the circus, and it was on my own goddamn stupid fault. Don't know how much further we've got to go down. Well, it's going to be at least another turn. Mysteriously, carrying an enormous big boulder takes some effort. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. At least I'm going to starve to death. I've got food and alcohol. So there's that. I probably need to be careful, because there could be goblins. We've still got this. Trying to work out if this is... Yeah, I think this is the final run. Yeah. There are no demons actually there, which is a nice thing. Yep, so that wall building's going to take a while. Um, it's all going to be what am I going to do next? Well, on that hopeful note, why am I such an idiot? Ah, dear. On that very hopeful note, an ulm. I wonder what that is. On that very, very, very hopeful note, I hope you've enjoyed watching me destroy my fortress and unleash the forces of hell. It looks like there's been an enormous benefit to making these bedrooms, which has given something for the demons to wreck, so they're very happy. So hit like and subscribe if you've enjoyed watching me completely destroy everything that I've ever built. Let this be a lesson to you, children. Don't do the idiot things that I did. Yeah, visit us at www.nearenoughdiced.com, which is a role-playing game themed podcast and blog. And if you do wish to watch the eventual utter destruction of Bustthinned, because I'm sure that's coming, please do join me again next time. And until then, have yourselves a hopefully demon-free dwarfy day.